This week in SloMo that involves 14 elderly men on a big human seesaw.
Oh, God.
I mean, I guess all seesaws are human, but it's like this oversized thing that apparently you stand on and try to see if you can balance. So you know already what we're about to see.
Correct.
Right.
Lay it on me.
All right, so here we go. Let's watch what happens, and you can see it coming from a mile away.
Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. That one end, really, that was bad.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, by
I
the
thought
way,
it was going to be the human dominoes, but it was worse.
Yeah, listen very closely at the end and see if you can hear somebody injured. Yeah, there it is.
Someone's old sports hernia came back. By the way, is that seesaw or teeter-totter?
What's the difference?
There is none. I just called it a teeter-totter growing up.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's watch at least the entire thing in slow motion, but then we need to kind of break down this absolute disaster in small pieces.
There's so much unpack there in SloMo. Like I know you do a great job of pinpointing it, but I just want to point out before we move on more, there was a lot of I'm going down and you're going down with me in this scenario.
Yeah.
Including the two mopes at the far end who were the first two to go, and the one just flips the other guy off. Like it's some type of lumberjack contest trying to stay on the log.
Yeah, the minute the log touches the ground, they make the fatal mistake of grabbing onto each other.
Correct.
With a death grip, apparently, because they all go down.
Except for like a couple of these guys.
Yeah.
I blame the man in the middle. He needs to be more offset. He's a little too much.
Guy here?
That guy right there. I think he's the main problem. He's the crux. He should be your level, and he's a little too far to one side. He needs to inch it back the other way.
Is the problem that they have 14 guys? They probably need 15, right? So they have 7 on each side and one guy in the middle.
Correct. Right. Exactly. That's the biggest issue.
Well, he goes down too. I mean, they all go down.
Oh, God. The first guy to go ass over elbows pulls those other two underneath, like the current with him.
Yeah.
Guy in blue.
This guy here is the first one to lose it. And what's funny is he as he goes down, he gets mounted by the guy in red.
Yes, exactly. It becomes a train right there. It's human centipede at this point. It stopped being a field trip and it became human centipede 4.
And this poor guy down here, he knows what his fate is.
And the guy with the walking stick there, he also ejects pretty quickly.
Yeah. There are several walking sticks. All right.
Oh, straight back. Oh. The walking stick goes akimbo as well.
Yeah. All right, so let's let's zoom in at the top of the heap here.
Please, let's do that.
Where most of the carnage happens. I mean, look at that pile. Look at that god
Oh,
awful.
look at. So the guy went from mounting the other guy. Is that the other guy's head in between his balls?
They flipped. Yeah, they 96'd. They didn't 69. They 96'd, I think.
That's oh God, sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at their pain so much, but
Well, they got themselves into this situation.
They did, idiots.
So yeah, these two
mounted.
So these two have a moment together.
Those two lovebirds, but they stay joined.
But you're right. They flip positions on the way down. You keep your eye on them. He somehow ends up.
How does he end up balls deep in the other guy's face? Oh wow! Oh my goodness!
Yeah. So now we go mid shaft.
Okay. With the two walking stick brothers.
Yeah, so you got these guys with their walking sticks. Here's the guy that we were watching earlier in the middle.
The middle man.
Who, so the left side has already touched down, and now you see that they've all grabbed hands.
Not good. Middle man off, and walking stick goes flying. Oh, good Lord. There goes another one.
Yeah.
The smart ones are like, screw this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That really does get, you're right. The walking sticks go flying.
The middleman pulls down that poor guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what I mean. They get a death grip on each other and they don't let go, and it makes it worse.
It does. Because here comes the first walking stick right on the right
let
side.
Go.
No. And he takes the guy to his left, our right side of the screen, with him, and that's when the first walking stick just flies off.
Right.
Right here, losing it. There it goes. Flying. Next one, walking stick, gone.
God, lucky nobody got stabbed with one of those things.
Correct. They flew pretty far there. That was a pretty big smack.
Now, at the end here, I thought this guy, I thought he was kind of a George Costanza because he bails. And what I realized,
right away.
No, he's a hero because he breaks the chain.
Oh, yeah.
He breaks the chain, and were it not for him, they would all be down.
Okay. Yep, go.
And he's smart enough to go, I'm out.
I'm out. See you later, suckers. Oh, God. That one rolls down the hill. I didn't notice that the first 4 times we watched it.
Yeah.
I didn't see that poor bastard roll down the hill back there. Watch. As he jumps off, there he goes. He tries to get up, and then he falls back again with his backpack. God bless.
And finally, these two bystanders who have to watch the whole thing. I mean, they are permanently scarred. They have absolute PTSD from now on because they had to watch the whole thing happen. And they're helpless. They're helpless. They can't do anything. As just
He immediately goes, I gotta protect myself. There's the 96ers. The other guy comes in and goes, boy, that sucked.
Yeah.
God bless. I want to know who made the sound. Comment below if you're watching this. Who do you think made the sound of the? I have to say it's one of the 96ers, right?
I think so.
They had the fullness, they fell.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's got to be one of these guys here, right?
Yeah, it's one of those 4.
Because he's spread. His balls are open. I mean, he is balls open right here.
Correct. But somehow he ends up with his balls in the other guy's face. The flip is what does it.
Hey, let me see if I can even go slower here because it's because watch how he spreads his legs. It's just I mean, he just presents himself to this poor guy.
Down goes the blue. This guy then falls, and he just says opening, and bam. The worst. That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Not going to top that.
No, we're not.
No. I want to see how they flip, though. Keep it rolling. Because the blue goes down right here. So they fall. He goes on his back, but somehow he cartwheels over the top of him and lands right like that.
Yeah, because this is him, right?
Yes, that's him. And that's the guy he was behind originally. Now he's on top of that one. Jerry, are you trying to tell me something after all these years, bud?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I bet those San Francisco DJs never saw anything like that.
Boom. Beat me to it. Pardon the pun, Mr. Pearson. Ranger Johnson coming in to handle the whole mess at the end.
Nightmare. Absolute stuff of nightmares. Yeah.
What do we learn, ladies and gentlemen, is make sure you got even numbers, and after a certain age, there's no seesawing.
Right.
Or teeter-tottering. You just stay on the ground. Thank you very much.
Man, you know what? I know we're running over time here, but I can't get over what exactly is this thing for? I mean, why does it exist?
It's probably one of those things it's on one of those nature trails where you can kind of Spartan race it as well, where it's like you can walk, but they also have obstacle course type stuff. And so it's for people to maybe run up and like run down one person. Like you're walking to the trail like, oh, I'm going to run up and run down to add to my workout. It's not for 14 old men to stand on there and try to balance themselves.
What the hell were they doing?
Especially, no offense, but especially when 5 of them have walking sticks,
right.
Probably don't have the best sense of balance already. Just saying.
Yeah, it's amazing that nobody got stabbed.
Yeah, right. See, right here, that's the problem.
Yeah.
They pushed middle guy over too far, and then that was the end of it. By the way, could we just focus on quickly the guy in the bottom left of the screen? I know we're running a little long.
This fella here?
This guy right here doesn't do dick for anyone. Doesn't care that they're falling. He's over this whole reunion. He just wants to get the F out of here.
I think he's carrying a camera. What's he got there?
I don't know, but he doesn't want any part of this. This guy goes back to try to help, and he just stands there like a dope and says, "You know what? I'm out of here."
I think he's paralyzed. I think he's paralyzed from fear.
That could be deer in the headlights. He can't believe what he's seeing.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
And he just leaves.
Yeah.
And he just leaves. And there they go.
Oh, God.
I'm so transfixed by the two that everything else, that's the only thing I can see anymore is the end. I can't even pay attention to all the stuff that's happening at this end. It's those two dopes at the end there that really steal the show here. So
they did a 96. All right.
Yes, they did.
That was wonderfully ridiculous. I'm glad.
It was. It's what we need. That's why we're here. Mike and Molson, Mangle the News. Share the videos. Tell your friends. Give us a like. Share, subscribe. The likes really help out. Gets us up in the algorithm. So appreciate you tuning in and doing all that for us.
We're back next Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central on YouTube, Facebook, and what's the other one? Twitch.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
Twitch. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Twitch.